Hi everybody, it's Gunnar here, and this here is the Barracuda high aspect foil from Indiana. Now, is this foil for you? Are you looking for a foil that's fast, got amazing glide, excellent pumpability, maximum breach resistance, and is super light and stiff? Well, look no further, this is the one. The Barracuda comes in 4 sizes. This is the big one, the XL, which has a span of 1,320 millimeters with a surface area of 1,600 square centimeters. There is the L with 1,050 millimeter span and also 1,050 square centimeters. Then there is the M with a span of 950 millimeters and the surface area of 850 square centimeters. And for those riders looking for the ultimate in speed, this is the Barracuda S with a surface area of 535 square centimeters and a span of 750 millimeters. The sizes M, L, and XL have an aspect ratio of 10.6. The S has a slightly lower aspect ratio of 9.9. The Barracudas are constructed from high modulus carbon. They are constructed in our new monoblock system, which means that the front wing is now integrated with the front part of the fuselage, and that there are 2 sizes of tail section which let you decide how stable and how agile your foil will be. The 2 tail sizes are the medium and small. This one here is the medium and small. Medium and small means that in its long configuration, with the stabilizer all the way on its back, is the medium. And on its little bit shorter position, so you can see this screw here, which means you can move the stabilizer a couple of centimeters towards the front wing. That is its S configuration. And then if we look at the S here, which has got the XSXXS tail, you have the long section here and you have another screw here which will give you that XXS length. The longer the fuselage, the more stability and glide you're going to get out of it. The shorter, the more agility and speed and turnability obviously you will get. As with all Indiana foils, these come with these amazing sleeves. They are perfect fit, and they also protect the monoblock section of your foil. A major advantage of the monoblock system is that the front wing to fuselage connection is extremely streamlined. There's a good amount of fairing that really reduces the amount of drag on this part of the foil. Now combine that with the Barracuda's profile and aspect ratio, you get a foil that has unrivaled glide and pumpability. The Barracudas feature a flat to gull wing curve. The first part of the center section is held extremely flat, and then you get a bit of a anhedral downturn towards the wingtip, and then the wingtip bends back straight and up right at the last few centimeters of the tip. What you get out of this is maximum glide by having that really flat center section, and then by having that anhedral and that wingtip shape, you get something that is very directionally stable in straight flight, but is also extremely ventilation resistant for when you breach. Actually, this foil is extremely fun to breach and to throw spray with in cars. I love how it does that. The outline of the Barracuda is quite specific. It has an elliptical profile layout, which means it keeps the thickest part of the profile fairly uniform throughout the entire length or wingspan of the wing. This gives you a very controlled glide and sort of altitude control. And besides that, you also have a good amount of washout. Washout means the angle of attack changes as you progress to the wingtips. This gives you amazing control over your stall, which means as you slow down and you're approaching the stall speed of your foil, you get a good amount of fair warning that you're approaching this. How this manifests is that the Barracuda starts feeling actually quite hard on the front foot as you're coming into a stall. Not overly, but you start feeling a little bit of added pressure, and you can work it like a gas pedal. You can really press against it, and as you get back into that flying mode and off that stall angle and speed, it'll basically recover and fly again. So it'll tell you that you're going too slow or you're about to go too slow, which will allow you to press against that wall that it creates to get the foil back onto a good flying angle and speed. Another amazing feature of having this washout is that when you carve really hard and you exit the wingtip through the surface of the water, you don't have to worry about it ventilating. The water will just peel off and basically be forced towards the wingtip, and also because of the angle change in the wingtip, it redirects the water away from the surface, which prevents it from sucking air down, which is usually a problem with a lot of foils where you'll carve, and if you're not quite committed, it'll suck air down and you will ventilate and crash. And I find that extremely fun on the Barracuda because it allows me to carve extremely hard into the waves or on a downwinder, just sort of in that trough section of the swell without worrying about that if I breach, that I'm going to crash. This allows so much more fun on the water. Okay, so let's talk about the different sizes and what they're for. Obviously, you can use all the sizes for any of the sports you want. They all work depending on your level. But let's start with the XL here. The XL, being quite large, suits itself amazingly well for light wind or beginner downwind foiling, extreme light wind or for light wind for very heavy wing foilers. It's amazing for that. For riders who are very advanced in dock starting, this is an amazing dock starting foil for those looking for that speed and glide at the same time. And for light wing parafoiling, this thing is amazing. Downwinding with the parafoil with the XL is one of the most fun things I've done in the recent months. The M and the L sizes are amazing for wing foiling and for downwinding. The L is amazing for heavier riders or for light wind winging, and for advanced to pro level downwind foilers. And for para winging, the L is amazing also in those medium winds. The M is a perfect all-rounder for most wingers from intermediate to advanced. It's fast, it pumps great, it's amazing in waves, it's good around the race course. In decent winds for para winging, it's just so much fun. And yeah, surf foiling big waves and actually even fairly big waves. Here on Fuerteventura, I use this a lot in Rocky Point, and it's so much fun when it's overhead with this foil. For jumping, going fast, this thing just rocks and is amazing. Now the S is a little bit in a world of its own. This is the foil that will make 90% of all advanced to pro level riders happy. You can be a kite foiler, kite foil racer, tow-in foiler, surf foiler, wing foil racer, para winger. This small wing does it all. This is fast and efficient. When I designed this because I wanted a high-performance foil that was fast but would also have the efficiency and glide that was missing from the race foils that I was using. Specifically for race applications like the GWA Free Fly Slalom, where you need to pump a fair distance, this is perfect for that, especially combined with the Barracuda L stabilizer, which has a thinner profile than the S. This is perfect around the race course. For those riders looking for the ultimate fast foil for downwinding or parawinging, look no further. For those high wind, large swell race applications for downwind foiling, I'm pretty sure you can't find anything that is faster than the Barracuda S. I love this foil for kite foil freestyle, means high jumps, kite loops, and so on. This foil can take it. This foil gives you an amazing takeoff speed and so much pop. You can get so high with this thing, and landings are super controlled. As this is the race foil size, speeds above the 30 knots are easily accessible. I have to say that this is my favorite size of the Barracuda range. So let's just talk about the stabilizers too. In the Barracuda range, there are two stabilizers at the moment. There's the Barracuda S and the Barracuda L stabilizer. If you look at and compare them, the Barracuda L is a higher aspect than the Barracuda S. And what you can't really see on camera is that the Barracuda L has a thinner profile, which means that the Barracuda L is actually the faster and more efficient stabilizer. The Barracuda S is the more agile and more fun stabilizer. So if you're looking for maximum agility, carving speed, jumping, and so on, Barracuda S is for you. And if you want to go fast and efficient, the Barracuda L is the one for you. So enough talk. This is the Barracuda high performance, high aspect foil from Indiana. Go check it out on our website. If you have a dealer or ambassador near you, go check it out on the water. It was fun talking about it with you, but I'm going to go out in the water now and have some fun with it. See you guys on the water. Rock on.